All right, well, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Wish everybody had a great weekend. The sun is shining. We finally get a good week of no rain. Just be careful with those potholes.
Right.
Anyhow, today, Yolanda was supposed to be our affiliate spotlight with WFG title. However, she's feeling ill, so she's not going to be able to come on board. But with that, it gives me an opportunity to bid farewell to everybody. Today is my last day, my last meeting with Coldwell Banker George Realty. So I wanted to take a quick moment and thank everybody for welcoming me to Coldwell Banker and Coldwell Banker George Realty. Want to thank the agents, the staff, my colleagues, Peter, for welcoming me. And I did want to tell the agents, despite the challenging times in our industry right now, just continue to believe in yourself and in your career, because this time will pass, just like the last one in 2008 and before that, I think in 97, 98. So just continue to strive every day, because this will pass and the stronger are going to survive. And then if you continue to plant those seeds and prospect and stay top of mind, you're going to see when the next real estate boom comes, you're going to do very well. So just want to let everybody know, it's not goodbye, but more see you later, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and introduce our affiliates. We'll start with Angie Tang.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Gonna miss you, Ruben, a whole lot. It's
Thank
been
you.
fun working with you and getting to know you. It's been a nice journey. So I'm sure we will see each other again, because our paths will always cross in the real estate world. And with that note, there's some new evolving things that are happening in the real estate sector. So has anybody heard of FinCEN from the government? I forget exactly what it stands for, but FinCEN and GTO, I forget what it stands for too, government something. Anyways, it's from the government, and they regulate all transactions over a certain amount. So initially it was for 2 to 3 million, all cash, buying in an entity. And then it went to $1 million, and these are all for single family. And now they've changed it to 300,000. So anything under 300,000, all cash, buying through an entity, is now going to have to fill out an extra set of forms. So when you're dealing with buyers, whether you're representing them or you're on the seller side, have the conversation to know whether or not the buyers are going to be buying all cash in an entity. Because if they will, and if they do, you will need to fill out extra forms, and then title will submit it to the government. The government gives it a red flag for no and a green flag for go. If it's a red flag, nobody can close a transaction. Doesn't matter if you go to a different title company, it doesn't matter what you try to do, it's not going to close, because the government has now banned that file from closing for whatever reason. So it could be a lot of money laundering, fraud, it could be all types of things. So keep that in mind when you're having these conversations. If it's buying in an entity all cash, you're going to have to fill out some forms. Rather do it ahead of time than wait for the government to give you the okay. When title company submits it to the government, it could take anywhere from, I don't know, a couple days to even a week. So depending on them. So we're going to be at the mercy of the government. So the sooner you give us the information, the sooner we can make sure we get it cleared. So you're not going to have a hiccup at the close of escrow. Also, they're trying to implement it for commercial transactions, but it hasn't gone through yet. Hopefully it doesn't, but just keep that in mind that it could happen in the near future. So keep that in mind, just some knowledge for yourself. I'm here to help you grow your business and insure it. Angie Tang, First American Title. Thank you.
Thanks, Angie.
You're welcome.
Angie, that only potential cash that we put in the escrow, right?
Yeah,
So
so it's
any
all
wire
cash.
transfer or any kind of check transfer, I mean, that you put in the escrow, it does not apply.
That's still only if they don't have if they don't have a loan, then it's considered all cash.
Yeah, I know that, but
Mhm.
but if they have the money wire from the other bank,
From the other bank? Oh no, that doesn't count. If there's a lender involved, then it's not all cash.
right, it's only pertain to cash.
Yeah, all
So
cash.
all cash that you put in that
Yes.
escrow, you know.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Mhm.
So just keep that in mind. It's just gonna cause a little bit of some hiccups in the future, I can see happening. Mm,
All right, well, thank you. If you have
Thank you.
any questions, call Angie. Let's keep
Yes.
it with we'll stay with the First American team. Sandy Franco, good morning.
Good morning. And what Angie said, Ruben, I'm going to miss you too. Was nice getting to know you, and keep us posted on your daughter.
I will.
Okay. You know, cancer parents stick together. That's what we do. She'll be fine. So there's not a lot new happening with home warranty, but as this market continues to, I don't know, wait for interest rates to come down, keep in mind that even if you don't want a home warranty, or your clients don't think they should ask for one because they don't want to muddy up the deal, which I find silly, it doesn't mean their stuff's not going to break. So keep that in mind. Just because you don't get a home warranty, they still are at risk of their major systems and appliances failing. So it's $600. They can get it, you know, the Eagle Premier plan or a good value plan. It's not a lot of money. Keep that in mind. And they can get it after the close of escrow if they want to have their deal go through clean, in quotes. As long as they order it within 60 days of the close of escrow, they can get the same price. Okay. And if they can't afford a $600 lump sum payment, we have monthly payments. So we have plans and ways to help them if it's too big a bite for them because they paid a lot for the house and the interest rates are killing them, or you know, insurance is killing them. So we're here to help in any way that we can. And with the time change, now is a perfect time to go out into your territory. I have the marketing stuff. Go out, walk around. The weather's beautiful. Now's the time to do it. Meet the people in your farm, get the listings, and we have the tools to help you do it. So have a great week, and remember First American on all your transactions.
Thank you, Sandy. All right, let's move on to Marie with Contempo Escrow.
Good morning, everyone. Marie with Contempo Escrow. Ruben, it's going to be sad to see you go. We're so used to having you around now, but I hear something. I didn't know that something you had, your daughter was a cancer patient, but deep prayers to you and your family, and God bless you and all that you seek in the future. And I'm sure we will cross paths again in the future.
For sure.
Onto that, you know, guys, in the market hasn't changed. It's slowed down a little bit. I tell you guys this over and over, and I say the same thing because it doesn't change. It's all about your farming and getting out there. You know, the sun is shining. It's beautiful out. I think when the sun shines, people are more happier. So get out there, do your farming. Go back to the door knocking. Go back to your cold calling. Whatever it takes that gets you out to reach people. Church, family events. Let people know that this is what you do as real estate. I think as the weather changes and things brighten up, people are gonna want to buy. And I always say with the millennials, they're kind of not caring about prices and and funds and things of that nature. They're still buying. Even I used to always laugh when we were in COVID, and primarily my client is the Asian community. And I would always laugh because my millennials would come in and say, our parents are saying, don't buy, the whole world is coming to an end, don't buy. You know, it's the worst time to buy. And these millennials would literally go against the grain of their parents and they would buy. And that's kind of where we are now. So, you know, it's kind of like marry the home and date the rate. Whatever I can do to help you in your farming and information and things of that nature, please feel free to call me. I'm always available. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. The business is out there. You just have to reach out to your sphere of influence and get it, okay? All right, I think that is all our affiliates for the day. I believe so. If there's anybody I'm missing, please speak up right now. All right, let's move to Doug Meyer, my branch manager in Arcadia. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Ruben, we're going to stay in touch, okay? I consider you a good friend, so
As do
you may
I.
not be working with me, but we will be friends. Stay in touch.
We still have a beer at the boat waiting for us.
Yeah, or maybe two. Oh, what happened?
You're good.
Oh, good. No, I lost it on my screen. Okay, anyway, guys, no matter what's going on out there, rates are a little bit high, business is a little bit slow, nobody wants to sell, buyers can't qualify. Stay positive. Always stay positive. Because the minute you start thinking the the roof is collapsing, the sky's falling, it's gonna fall right on your head. So always go out there, always keep trying, never give up. There is business out there. And today we actually had this last week we have 6 new listings and 3 sales and a couple of nice closings. Okay, let me get on the listings first. Out in Upland, Carol Lynn listed a property for $1,398,000. I understand it's a beautiful home, beautiful Japanese garden. This really, really nice home. Young Chen on Valley Boulevard in Almani, commercial, of course, retail office, $6,180,000. Nick Borelli on Garvey, another commercial. Lots of commercial business out there, guys. $3,790,000. Dorothy Lee, commercial land in Bakersfield, $99,000. Shirley Guerrera, a lease in South Almani, $2,600. Michael Chan, a lease in Pasadena on Del Mar, $2,800. These are both residentials. And thank you. Okay, and also on sales, we have in Upland, we have Lorraine. Oh, good for her. She made a sale. Her buyer, $765. Buddy Batista, his buyer, San Diego. Hey, you got a license for California, man. Go for it, you know. $635. Congratulations to him. And Carol Lynn, that really nice listing I just told you about in Upland. Guess what? It was listed for $1,398. She sold it for $1,410. So really, really awesome. And also we have some closings. Michael Chen closed a lease out. Zarina closed one, and Wendy Lee closed one. So anyway, things are going good over here in Arcadia. I know we had one closing last week, was over $5 million. Commercial's on fire, I'm telling you. Commercial is really good. I mean, do residential, but also do commercial. By all means, stay positive, stay happy, keep talking to people, okay? See you guys later. Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you,
God
Doug.
bless you, man.
Likewise, and I'm gonna hold you to those 2 beers, all right?
You got that right.
If any agent has any cash buyers looking to invest into commercial, there's gonna be some good opportunities coming up in the next 3-4 months, because there's a lot of loans that are be calling due. And I'm almost certain that the banks are gonna take those properties back and put them for sale at a discounted price. So if you have cash buyers, now it's gonna be, the next quarter is gonna be the time to buy, okay? All right, business for Alhambra. We have 1 new listing for Sunshine Galvan. It's a residential property in Santa Clarita for just under $700,000. And we have 2 new sales. Stephen Tran has a sale in San Gabriel at 1.938, just shy of 2 mil. And Richard Wang has a residential property in Monrovia at 910. So that's the business for Alhambra. Couple of updates for the week. This Wednesday at 10 a.m. for a commercial meeting. CoStar, we're gonna have our first meeting with CoStar. So if anybody wants to learn how to prospect on CoStar for expires, I think there's a variety of topics they're gonna go over. It's gonna be this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Okay, that's the virtual. Actually, no, they're gonna be here in person, and they're gonna have pastries. So if you guys want to come and meet Dennis Lee and David Ballou with CoStar and pick their brain, have a Q&A, come meet them in person in the Alhambra office, okay? And then St. Patty's Day is Thursday, so make sure you wear green or else you're going to get pinched. And then on Friday, Michelle is going to be doing a class on CRMLS violations. So this is going to be a good class to attend to make sure that you don't get fined from the CRMLS for certain violations, okay? That's all I have. I'm gonna hand it off to Peter for his update.
Okay, thank you, Ruben. It really saddened me to see you go. Then, you know, all these years I've been working with you, I kind of dependent on you already, you know. And so without you, I know that I'm going to work very hard and extra hard, 200% harder than I normally do. So, but I said, Angie said, you know, our paths will cross again, no doubt. So
For sure.
stay tuned. Yeah, we'll keep in touch and you know, see what the situation is. Okay.
For
All
sure.
right. With that, good morning, Co-Banker George. I hope you had a nice weekend. I hope you're getting used to the daylight saving time. It's nice to see sunlight at 7 o'clock at night, in the evening. At least for me, you know, that gives me kind of exciting. That means I have an extra couple hours to do whatever I didn't finish for that day. So this is a good time to go out and door knocking and promote your business and look for business and wrap up your business. So as Doug said, you know, commercial real estate is coming back, and there's a lot of activity out there. So you just have to find them. Okay, we're going to have a better 2024. So listen, what I'm going to talk to you about is about the discrimination lawsuit. Okay, as the government is getting more stringent on the discrimination on the housing, and also the DLE is getting more determined to crack down on the discrimination on housing. There are a lot more lawsuits, you know, in discrimination of this discrimination in terms of like for disability, for source of income, for racial discriminations and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, you know, in 2022, Coldwell Banker George had 2 discrimination lawsuits, and we just barely finished settling them in January. So there's a lot of questions about how do we deal with this discrimination. So I'm going to share with you today what the anatomy of a discrimination lawsuit is like. You know, tell you from the start to end, and what how discrimination lawsuit arises, how is it processed, and how it gets settled. So you have an idea and learn from it, and so that you can deal with your client more in more transparent and more you know, in more determined way to avoid the discrimination. Okay, so let's go to well, this case happened in 2022, and it is a real case. As I said, it happened to us. I'm going to delete the, you know, the name of the defendants or the plaintiff, and to prove their innocence. But it's a real case, and it happened, and you know, it involved a lot of time and energy into solving this, and we learned quite a bit of from this lawsuit. Nevertheless, anyway, so back in August 4, 2022, one of the agents was doing full-time, and one of the clients phoned in and said that she wants to rent a house and for the family. And of course, the agent who was on the floor duty, so to say, yeah, sure, no problem. And as a matter of fact, I have existing listing in our company in Monrovia. It's a very nice house, and it will be very good for the family. So he showed the client the house uneventfully. Just show them and talk to them and let the client tour the house. And this everything is uneventful, but there's something that kind of you know, after the facts, kind of suspicious that the client had a daughter somebody just you know, she said she never introduced the daughter to the agent, and the agent never sees daughter, but nevertheless, the daughter stay in the car all the time and didn't say anything. And after the showing of the house, the agents gave the client the rental application and telling her to fill it out and bring it back in. But then the following 4 days, nothing happened. You know, the client never take the phone take the phone calls from the agent, never text, never email. And then the agent said maybe they're not interested in renting that property anymore. But then the 5th day of August the 9th, the client asked for a second showing, saying that at that time the first showing that the daughter was not able to see it, and her daughter had some type of disability that some kind of difficulty in walking up the stairs, but she never really said what kind of disability that daughter that has, and the agents never met the daughter. But then the agent say, well, you haven't given the rental application yet, and all and all this 5 days you haven't followed up on the application. So he said that what is the reason for to have a second shot? The client said, well, it's because my daughter has come down that want to see the property, so that whether she can go up the stair to the bedrooms. But then the agent said that he's gonna check it with the owner, and also check it with the listing agent. But the thing is that she didn't. She checked it with the listing agent, but the listing agent did not get the landlord involved at all. The listing agent simply said that, oh well, I don't think she's interested. Well, she hasn't turned in the application yet, so she has probably has no interest to really to rent the property. And also because of the safety of the daughter, I don't want her to go up the stair and get tripped and have a little accident there. That is for the safety of the daughter. So the listing agent said, no, I don't want to give this second showing until you send in the rental application. So from then on, nothing happened for 5 months, and then finally in February of 2023, the client came back and said, hey, did you rent the house yet? I'm still interested in finding the house for my family. And of course the agent told the client that it's already rented, because it's 6 months already. So the house has been rented, but nevertheless he want to show the client another house in Alhambra and see if she like it or not. And after the showing, the client said that, well, she's not interested. Because that house is not as good as the one in Monrovia, and the daughter has really loved the house in Monrovia, and she's still interested in renting the house in Monrovia. But the Monrovia house is not available anymore. And then after that, nothing happened. And then around May 9th of 2023, the plaintiff filed a complaint with the HUD, the House and Urban Development Department, and then the HUD sent the case to Civil Rights Department of California, and you know, based the lawsuit of the complaint was based on the discrimination based on the disability. And then later on, you know, the plaintiff, which is the client, added another cause of action, which is a racial discrimination, claiming that the agent is discriminated against her daughter because her daughter was Black. So let's look at the issues of the case. Was there any discrimination intent by the agents? Well, the agent adamantly denied that there was any intent at all. Actually, he never met the daughter. He never knew that the daughter has what kind of disability and actually or how she is disabled, and so there was no intent at all, and which I don't doubt that. But the thing is that the and also the agent claimed that the rejection to renting to the plaintiff was because she never returned the rental application, which is the fact, because she never returned that rental application. But the thing is that the client claimed that she didn't return the rental application because she wanted to have another showing, and so that she wanted to make sure that the daughter would be able to go up the stairs and before she returned the rental application, and she said that she will return the application when she decide whether she rent or not. And also the fact that's really damaging to the agent was that the agent actually had a text to show that he did not show the property because he was worried about the daughter's disability. He's worried about whether, you know, this is the daughter can go up the stair, and so based on that, the client said that well, you know, you didn't rent it to me not because I didn't return the rental application, but because I think that my daughter is disabled and cannot you know, go up the stairs. And the fact also is that they never engage in a dialogue to see how the landlord can accommodate the tenant when there's a disability, which is you know, mandated by California law. And also the clients you know, had the evidence that there was a text that the agent text to the client saying that, hey, because she was worried about the disability. So the client cannot deny that he knew about the disability of the daughter, and although the agent was really not intentionally not renting their property to her because of her daughter's disability. So you know, this is he say, and that, hey, you know, a lot of you know, accusations and rebuttals and going on, but it was never clear that there was you know, any wrongdoing on the agent or the client. But the fact is, another fact is that they never got the landlord involved, which is a big mistake because the landlord don't even knew about it. And all this doing was because of the listing agent's decision, you know. So it is difficult to deny that. And so you know that from the California laws on housing, there's 26 category of people that are protected against the discrimination based protected against the discrimination. And for tenants who have a physical or mental disability, the landlord must offer reasonable accommodation for the disability. For example, if the girl has the difficulty or the daughter has difficulty going up the stair, so there may be you have to find out another alternative to facilitate the girl to negotiate the going up the stairs, like a ramp or the wheelchairs or elevators and things like that. But in this case, it was never mentioned. It was never they never engaged in a dialogue, and so that was damaging evidence for to the defendants. Now, and how about the other discrimination for the racial discrimination? Now, this one may not sustain because the defendant never actually met the daughter, or the defendant never knew that she was Black, and that the mother looks pretty white to them, to the Asian, and also the plaintiff never told that defendant she had a Black daughter. That was only after the fact, and also lastly, the plaintiff never alleged that in her initial complaints. So there was added after the mediation. Okay, so the natural process for this is after there was a complaint to the Department of Civil Rights, and there was a limited discovery and to find out from the plaintiff and the defendants what the evidences are. And then after a long time, after 6 months of discovery by the Civil Rights Department, the Civil Rights Department determined that there was enough evidence for the plaintiff to file the case or civil case against the defendants. So that was a negative ruling against the Coldwell Banker George and also the defendants. So, but nevertheless, they suggested that we should settle. They offer a settlement amount. So we did offer a settlement amount of $2,000 to settle case because we think that although there's a little bit of merit to it, but it's the defendant really didn't suffer much damage. They can rent another apartment somewhere else. So we have offered $2,000 to settle the case, but it was flatly and immediately rejected by the plaintiff. So then the case went into mediation. We had the mutual party as a mediator, but the mediator was the Civil Rights Department, and it was a Black lady. So I don't know whether they have kind of any bias to that or not. But it seems that during the mediation, the mediator was not really trying their best to solve the case or to settle the case. So that's initially the plaintiff demanded $100,000, and then after 4 hours of going back and forth and negotiate, the plaintiff still insists on $60,000, but we only offer a maximum of $20,000. So there was too much differences. So the mediation was not successful. Now then, after the mediation, I still try to find out whether the plaintiff was still interested in settling the case. And after a lot of talking and going back and forth, and finally we reached a deal at $30,000 for $30,000 of the case. Now we have we have the deductible $20,000, so that the $10,000 will come from the insurance company. And for the 20,000 deductible, it will be split between the agent and the co-op banker George. So since the defendant or the agent is 85%, so the agent will pay 17,000 and CBGR will pay 3,000. And then the rest will be paid by the insurance carriers. So in exchange for the $30,000, the plaintiff agrees not to sue again. Okay. So what's the lessons that we learned from this case? So the first lesson that you learn is that, hey, you have to know your client. You really have to know what your clients are coming from, what kind of who are going to be the tenants of the property, and whether the tenant has disability or anything that pertain to the 26 category of the people that are protected. Okay, so and then try not to put incriminating evidence such as because of their disability or concern about your for your safety in your text, you know. And actually, as a matter of fact, don't use text too much, you know, because in the text you're trying to, you tend to be more sloppy, and you tend to do a lot of things that you maybe not really intend to say, but actually will be misinterpreted by the other party. So if you can always calling and talking on the telephone is good, but don't talk too much. And then if you have something important, put in the email, put in writing, you know, instead of texting. So and make sure your client clearly understand the requirement of the rental application, you know, and you have a protocol. And actually, we have a very good protocol of the rental application process. So you make sure that the client really understand the requirement of the rental application. They must bring back the application within a couple of days. And also get the landlord involved in the decision making. Very important. Okay, because you know, after all, it's the landlord who's renting the property to the tenant, right? So the landlord has to be fully informed of what kind of tenants you have and what kind of people you're renting to the property to, and the landlord has to make all the decisions about renting it to the tenants. Okay, and also you do not refuse to show tenant the property unless there are compelling reasons. So okay, if they want to show the property, show it to them, and after that, well, what's that? Well, it's up to the landlord to you know, to decide whether to rent it to them after you bring back the rental application, and don't tell them anything else. Okay, and the less they'll tell them, the better. And always say that you don't make decision. Okay, yeah, because in fact you're just the agent. You are working for somebody, for your principals, and this is the principal who makes the decision, not the agent. Okay, so only the landlord will make the final decision. Okay, and you know, if anything else, you blame it on the landlord. You know, so and you know, if you make all the decision and make a mistake, how are you going to explain to the landlord? The landlord will get sued too. You know, so you lose a very good client if you you know, if you don't involve the landlord. Just don't say that you're trying to protect them. You know, of course, the less trouble that the landlord has, the better. So try to get them involved and so that they won't blame you later. And don't talk too much, and don't offer opinions. And because more opinions, more chance to make mistakes. Okay. And lastly, treat everybody fairly. You cannot afford to discriminate in California, period. Okay. is very, very important. It's getting more and more stringent about the discrimination laws. So in California, everything you have to be transparent. You have to treat everybody fairly. Okay, so this is the lesson we learned. I mean, it's luckily it's a small case. You know, but yet we spent a lot of time and a lot of heartache on this case, and this is something that we want to avoid. Okay, so with that, I'll stop the sharing and entertain any questions that you may have.
Peter,
Yeah,
hi, this is Marcy.
yes, Marcy.
Yeah, we have to be really careful. I mean, I've been at the office before on floor time when I've heard agents take calls on floor time, and I've heard agents say, oh, the owners want Chinese tenants.
Oh, that's
So yeah, that, you know, my jaw just dropped. But
oh, yeah.
maybe there should be, you know, some training for floor time. You know, what questions do you answer? You know, because I don't know that I've been there for a long time. I've never had any training on floor time.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
a
really
good idea.
dangerous. And it puts the, you know, the company, there's a lot of liability there. So yeah, I've heard that firsthand, and you know, I
Yeah.
can't believe agents would say that, but I've heard it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we should put something together to train the floor time. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Good suggestion.
Hi, Peter, this is Buddy.
Hi, buddy. Yes.
Another question regarding the compelling reasons not to show the property. What are the acceptable compelling reasons?
Compelling reason? Oh, well,
Can you make up anything?
well, yeah, if the property, you know, if you have a COVID, if somebody there is sick, or if there's COVID, you cannot show the property, right? Or if the property has some kind of emergency in the property, yeah, which are not allow access, those are compelling reasons.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can make up anything without being too discriminating.
Try not to make up anything. It has to be, you know, it has to be true. Don't make up anything, you know. If you make up something and it later on is discovered, then that is, you know, that's the evidence that you're trying to hide something.
Well, I can say that I can show it because I got some family matters to attend to.
Yeah, you can just say that. Yeah, which is, you know, can make it as the truth. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Hi, Peter.
Hi.
This is Sylvia. Just
Sylvia.
to say something regarding what Marcy said right now. I don't know who could have said something like that, but I mean, we're all pretty knowledgeable realtors. I mean, we know how to basically answer the calls for somebody who wants to rent, you know.
Yes.
But we should all be aware of what is going on and what is right to say and what's not, you know.
Right.
But I
And
know
also-
for one, I do floor time a lot, and I would never say such a thing. you know.
It wasn't you, Sylvia. It wasn't you, but
And you also it's good to educate the landlord too, and say
Sure.
that there's certain things that you cannot do or say, you know, when you're dealing with the tenants, you know.
Right.
For
right.
example, you cannot say that I don't want to rent it to the Section 8, you know, because they are troublesome, you know.
Right. Yeah,
Cannot.
I always tell them
Based
that
on
that
income.
exactly that. No, it's not I who will make the final decision. It is the landlord who will make
Yes.
the final decision.
Yes.
And you're always welcome to apply. That's all, you know.
Right. But when you're talking to the landlord, you have to make the landlord understand that they have to not discriminate against any
Exactly.
vote on the 26 categories, you know. Kind
Yes.
of to them, hey, you know, if you do discriminate against the protected categories, then you'll be in
Right.
trouble. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank
Peter-
you.
Sure.
Peter, can I ask a question?
Sure.
If
I have a rental and lately I've been having people to call me and say, hey, do you accept Section 8? I have Section 8 vouchers. Am I within my right to say that I'm not set up for Section 8 at this time, so I can't take any applications? Am I within my right if I'm not accepted by, I'm not a part of Section 8?
Well, what is the thing that you're not set up for Section 8?
Don't you have,
You have to tell them.
I'm sorry?
You have to tell them why are you not set up for Section 8? This
Well,
is
why-
too general of a question. Is you have to be something specific in order to say that you don't want to accept Section at this time.
Right, because I thought my understanding of a Section 8 program is that it's something you apply for. It's like a process. You apply
Yes.
for owner and then they set you up and then you go out and you rent to people on Section 8. But I'm never set up for that and I've never applied for it, nor do I really want to, but
You know, well, you know, you cannot have an excuse and not to set up because setting up is very easy. And all they have to do is the Section 8 people go to, they have an application, they send you the application. And then the Section 8 people will kind of come in and inspect the property. That's it.
okay. So I
Yeah.
just, because I just want to make sure I'm not getting myself in trouble by saying I'm not set up for it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a legitimate refusal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peter, this is Oscar. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you, Oscar.
Hi, yes, just to answer the thing about Section 8, I had tenants in Section 8. The Section 8 used to offer a class that is called the do's and don'ts of the tenants and the do's and don'ts of the landlords. When you go to the class, they teach you the do's and don'ts that you can do as a
okay.
landlord. And also the tenants have to go to the training too. It's a class, so that way everybody knows what they can and cannot do. So they might want, she might want to call Section 8 and see if they still have those classes. Because they really teach you what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
They call it the do's and don'ts.
Yeah,
Well, they
yeah,
used to
okay.
call it that.
Can you send me the material?
I don't have it because it's been a while and I don't have any more tenants in Section 8, but Section 8 is really good because they send you, well, before it used to be 70% of the rent, they used to mail it to my house and the other 30% I will pick it up for my tenants, so they will bring it to the office. Actually, Section 8 is really good as long as you comply and all you have to just keep the place, livable and you will never have a problem.
Yeah.
It only come once
actually-
a year to check.
Yeah, actually, it's not too bad. The only thing is, they have inspection every year. Then they come in and they inspect, and you have to comply with the repair and everything. So
Yeah, once a
That's
year.
fine.
And the only thing is that when tenants call you to repair anything, you have to do it right away
Yeah,
because, they're taking care of you, so you have to take care of your tenants.
yes, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
But
a
it's
pros
really
and
good. Don't
cons.
be afraid, Section 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your input, Oscar. Anything else?
I got something regarding Angie's remarks. Can you just say, I don't like to apply for Section 8? Is that discriminatory?
You don't like Section 8?
Yeah, if that's your reason. If somebody applies for Section 8 tenancy and you,
Yeah,
the landlord,
you cannot
says,
say that.
I don't
You
want
can't-
Section 8.
No, you cannot say that you don't like Section 8. That's outright discrimination.
Okay,
Oh,
thought-
Peter,
You have to
another thing
accommodate
that,
them.
landlord has the choice, it's a free
Yeah,
country.
but you have to accommodate them, You can reject them on other grounds, but not on the source of income. Not on because that they are the Section 8.
How about the number of tenants? Let's say number of kids.
Now, case, yeah, if they exceed the number that is mandated by the California law, you can do that. But hey, this, if you have a 2 or 3 bedroom, they can have up to 6 to 9 people,
Okay.
right?
Peter, this is Oscar. I would like to ask something about Section 8.
Yeah.
Section 8, they violate the contract. It's like any other contract.
Mhm.
You know, they have to put how many people are gonna be living there and all
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
And
yes,
then about Section 8, one thing is that if they destroy your property before they leave, Section 8 will fix it. Well, that's what they used to do before. As long as you let Section 8 know that the tenant did some damage, and you evict the tenants, Section 8 will fix the property for you, but you have to do it before the tenants left.
yeah,
And what I used to do, I used to take pictures of the property before I rented it,
yeah,
and I will give copies to the Section 8, copies to the tenant, I will give copies too, so that way they wouldn't claim that that something was wrong with the property after they moved in.
yeah. That's
And
another
Section is
thing.
really good.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you for your input.
oh, you're welcome.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, I hope just have any doubt, you're welcome to come to talk to me or talk to our ENO counsel, Brian, Brian, his last name?
Smith.
Smith, yeah, Brian Smith, yeah, sorry. Kind of,
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey,
Peter.
yes.
I just like to give information for people who like to know more about Section 8 program.
Yes,
You can go to HUD,
yeah,
public
you
housing
can do that,
public housing program.
yes, yeah, definitely.
HUD
Yeah.
public housing program. You will know a lot of the program and the dues, the requirement for the landlord and tenant on Section 8. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Good idea. All right, anything else?
I'm gonna hand it back to Doug. Doug had another, something to say.
Okay, Doug.
Hey, guys, yeah. What I recommend, I mean, just following up on what Peter's saying, we're agents, we're not the landlords. Just take the application, show the house and take the applications. Don't talk about anything except the house. Okay? Everything they put on the application, turn over to your landlord. Your landlord starts asking you questions, they're getting too technical, send them over to an attorney or somebody. But be careful how you advise your landlord, but don't say a thing to the tenant. Just show them the property. If they like it, take the application and turn it in. That's what your job is. It'll keep us out of trouble. I just want to mention something else real quick. Peggy Chow just came in this morning with a sale. It was a condo that was overpriced, not too many showings. An offer came in, back and forth, back and forth. They settled today in the open escrow. So congratulations. And one last word. Don't be afraid to work out of your area. Last week, we closed 3 escrows, Cathedral City, Lancaster, and Apple Valley. And this week, what I didn't mention was Zarita, Carrillo, Desert Hot Springs, 437, Windy Lee, Carlsbad, 756, and Nick Borelli, Merced, 5,288,000. So you got a license for California. Go for it. That's all I got to say.
Very good.
Thank you, guys.
Doug. Thank you very much.
All right, folks. That's
All right.
it for this Monday meeting. You guys have a great week and we'll see you guys
See you
later.
next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Thank you,
everyone.
Ruben. Best of luck, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'll see you at the boat.
Bye.